Ben Jax is a sort of Swiss Army knife for Killingly.
I start receiver, kick returner, punt returner.
Starting safety, backup quarterback.
I'm a punt blockman if we're going for a punt block.
You name it. He's smart. I mean, he knows all the positions. He can go to any position and do that. And he even played tailback as a freshman a little bit.
Jax on the reverse. Gets to the edge.
He's kind of like our safety valve for all the other positions too, because he knows them all. I like him because he's like that throwback kid. He just likes to play sports. He knows all the old players. You know, him and Noah Colangelo were talking about, punters that were backup quarterbacks like Jim Jensen, Tom Tupa. I'm like, how do you guys know this stuff? And they just pay attention to that stuff and do their research.
If you had to pick one position to play,
Have to be receiver. Offense, I love my quarterback. I love being a receiver, and I've played it my whole life.
receiver can be a tough position in Killingly's offense, featuring two bruising running backs in Jack Sharp and Soren Reef.
Block for him then. They're great running backs, and if I have to block for them, I'm so happy doing that. They're great running backs.
While Sharp and Reef might get the bulk of the touches, Jax has to be ready to be a playmaker at any time.
Well, you're right, it is different. And when you have it, there is a lot of pressure, so you kind of have to prepare yourself the whole game that you work yourself up to it. You know you have to do your role, but one of your roles is being a playmaker. So you always have to keep that in mind that any time your number could be called.
He's a finesse guy. He is. And that's what's great about him is, we need some guys like that. And we found that out a couple of years ago in the state final game. When we go to different matchups and stuff.
Jax, swing pass.
And that's one thing as a coaching staff we looked at. Where do we have to improve as a coaching staff? So when we go back to a state final or a matchup with a team like Weston,
Ben Jax.
we have more guys like Ben on the field in those type of roles.
Huge pitch and catch that time, and a big play for Killingly.